Hey everyone, it's Dinah, and we are here for the official trailer for DC's Blue Beetle. This was announced a while ago, and I'm pretty sure it's done now and soon to be released this year. I think it's coming out this year. But yeah, I think I've been kind of fairly intrigued about this one. Don't know a lot about the character besides from I think Cord Industry. I think at least like maybe the primary or like the first iteration of the character was actually like a tech billionaire who actually created the suit and stuff themselves. I think because I think the Blue Beetle is where Cord Industries comes from. I think they're the same way that like Wayne Enterprises is the same company that powers the Batman tech, and Stark Industries is the Iron Man suit and everything. So like in similar fashion, Cord Industries is the kind of tech kind of industry company that actually kind of powers and drives the Blue Beetle tech and everything. Don't know if there's also other iterations where it comes from like a more kind of spiritual or more kind of mystical kind of background where there's actual magic or fantasy or something involved. But to my knowledge, the Cord Industries is the main driving force. I don't know if that's going to be the same thing here, but I think here we have Jamie Reyes, played by Xolo Mariduena, who actually plays Miguel on Cobra Kai. So I think that's actually one of the reasons I've been that much more interested about this, because he is great on Cobra Kai. He is so good on Cobra Kai, and I think Cobra Kai is also coming to an end with the next season being its last two, which I think seems fairly fitting given the way the story's been going, and it's been a great story so far, so can't wait to see how they ended off. But I think on the off chance that this is actually going to be integrated into the new DCU run by James Gunn, I think he didn't really make any specific mentions about Blue Beetle in that little video he did, but he did say that that there were like a number of characters on the way that he couldn't really talk about just yet, so Blue Beetle could have easily been among them or something. So I think with this being as new as it is and as kind of fresh as it is, I would not be surprised if this is their first kind of stepping stone into doing something that's not officially, that's not explicitly announced to be part of the new DCU slate yet, but they're still contesting the waters and doing what they can with it. So from everything I've seen, like even the actual on-set pictures, the suit looks so good. In the on-set pictures alone, the suit looks so good. It looks so practical, and actually kind of and Xolo actually looks really cool in it as well. So I can't wait to see how it actually works in the movie, and seeing like how kind of tech powered it is versus how mystical it might be and all that kind of stuff. So again, my pre-existing knowledge on the actual character and their powers and their history and everything is next to nothing. Cord Industries, I think, was also featured in the Arrowverse too. I think very minimally. I think there's like a name drop for Cord Industries in Arrow and or the Flash as well, like one at a time. So I think that's as far as it really got. I think that alone kind of got people, I think, back then, like thinking about whether or not Blue Beetle would ever actually make the jump into the Arrowverse and actually make an appearance. But the Cord Industries name drop was as far as we ever got and everything. Similar to, I think there might have been others too, but I think Cord Industries was the first one to happen and everything. So yeah, so that's where Blue Beetle comes from. So with this one, very excited to see what they have to offer, what the story's going to be like, and how the suit's going to work, and how Xolo's going to perform. And so I think to my knowledge, this is also his first kind of big kind of feature film kind of big break and everything. So I'm really excited to see how he does and how he jumps ahead and everything. So yeah, again, he's been really good in Cobra Kai. Anyone who hasn't watched Cobra Kai, just go ahead and watch it. It's an absolutely great series and a great continuation of the Karate Kid story. So very intrigued to see how that all ends too. But then I think if that's ending, then I think that would easily give him more time to kind of fully jump into this as a franchise and maybe sign more kind of picture deals and whatever have you. So yeah, that is pretty much all I have to say in preparation for this. So yeah, the first official trailer for Blue Beetle. So yeah, let's go.
Excuse me, Mr. Reyes?
Yeah, Jamie Reyes.
You finished scraping the gum off that lounger or what?
Huh.
Everything
Oh,
I have
Mara
was out
City.
of reach.
You always land on your feet, bro. You're Hyman.
They don't get out much.
Jenny?
Guard that with your life, but do not open it.
You went in to get a shot.
Big belly bug. They have a big belly bug here as well. Okay.
Okay, I don't think it's a burger.
You haven't looked?
What the hell?
Oh, the Beetle's in a big belly burger box, really?
How did you get it to
Oh, it's an actual. Is it like a tech beetle? A face hugging beetle? A face hugger? An electronic face hugger. Whoa! Oh, it's in his body. God, it's like some Power Ranger shit. God. Blue Beetle morphin time. Oh, that suit looks so good. That suit looks beautiful.
Host acquired.
Who said that?
Oh, it's got a HUD as well and fucking jetpack. Oh, that looks so good. Oh, even the little arms.
Oh, it's space.
Re-entry systems ready.
Oh, that suit looks gorgeous. I have to say it. I have to say it. The suit looks gorgeous.
What is going on?
Oh, damn.
It's called the Scarab. It's some
The
kind
Scarab.
of world-destroying weapon. It's designed to protect its host.
Whoa!
Sometimes it does what you want and sometimes it doesn't.
He just cut a bus in half.
I think I cut a bus in half.
The Scarab chose you, but it belongs to me.
Is that Susan Sarandon?
That low you feel for your family
Susan Sarandon's in this?
makes you weak.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Ooh, give it to me! Oh, give it to me!
The universe has sent you a gift, and you have to figure out what you're gonna do with it.
Oh, this is gonna be so good.
Whatever you can imagine, I can create.
Oh, oh!
Nice choice.
Day one. Day one. No, this has to be a day one. This has to be a day one. This looks too good. This looks too
It's
good.
like Batman stuff. Batman's a fascist.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay, these are the Blue Beetle comics to read. Okay. So Blue Beetle Jamie Reyes, book 1, because that's the character here. Blue Beetle Graduation Day, and the Infinite Crisis Omnibus. Okay, that all seems fairly interesting. I'm not crying. I don't think I have tears of joy, if anything, because this looks that good. Well, more likely my allergies actually flaring up in, because I haven't actually taken my fucking antihistamines. God, that looks incredible. That actually looks incredible. I think this is not the first time, but I think this is the first. I think this might be the first time I've actually gone into something this blind and been so pleasantly surprised by the trailer alone since Shazam 1. Yeah, because I think almost everything else that the DC kind of live action movies have come up with, I've kind of gone into expecting something and actually having some faint idea, but this is the first time, Shazam, I knew almost nothing about the character, and the trailer looked so good, and that first movie as well was great. Still haven't watched Fury of the Gods yet, so I'm gonna get around to that at some point as well. I think Black Adam, I don't know, I'm kind of on the fence about that one, but yeah, this one as well, I need to pick up all these guys, all 3 of these comics, I need to pick them up too, all 3 of these comics, so yeah, that looks so much fun. It looks so fun. I think a lot of it did have like a Power Rangers 2017. I think was it 2017 Power Rangers came out. I think the new live action one by Saban. That one. I think a lot of it had a very similar vibes to that. And I loved that movie. I am still on the side of waiting for a sequel to that movie. That movie deserved a sequel. I am a ready kind of fighter and dyer on the hill that movie deserved a sequel, because that was that movie was too good not to have a sequel. So if this is the spiritual successor or spiritual sequel that we can have to that movie, then by all means I'm here for it. But even as it being a Blue Beetle movie alone, it looks like so much fun. It genuinely looks like so much fun, and looks like a good kind of feel good and like a proper kind of classic kind of heroic kind of uprisal story. Xolo Mariduena as well, like on Cobra Kai too, he has a very kind of similar story of the kind of underdog kind of learning martial arts and having his own kind of hectic and chaotic yet kind of balanced kind of seeking kind of journey as well, as a martial artist and as a person in his own right as well. And everything, so seeing that, he can actually handle a story like this and a character like this too. And the suit, I'm gushing, I am readily gushing, even I've still got that kind of mental after image in my head, just of the suit, kind of it kind of going, it went into him, and then it kind of morphed around him, Power Ranger style, and everything. The arms came out of him, and there's an AI in there too, and there's a HUD and everything, and it just even that final line too, anything you can imagine, I can create. So I think that alone, it does remind remind me a bit of like Iron Man's bleeding edge armor too, at least in the comics. And in the comics, I think it did have the same, or like a similar kind of concept, where it was like you know, like any kind of weapon he wanted, like what he could imagine that the suit creates. So with this one, to see happening, and then him kind of like forging his arms together to make one giant kind of Final Fantasy level kind of sword and everything, that was just god. And I think he has like blasters, and he can easily very fight hand to hand in this too. So just like, I think story of like a teenager, perhaps in their mid to late teens, actually kind of having this kind of power bestowed upon them. Like, I think initially he's given the Beetle to actually look after, or to actually kind of keep out of the wrong hands. But then he opens the box, and then the Beetle detects him, the Scarab detects him, and everything. So it's a Scarab, not a Beetle, it's a Scarab. So yeah, but I think I do. I mean, it does look pretty techy, and especially like for being in this genre, for being in this setting and in this kind of world, it does look pretty techy. But then I can't help but wonder like how much of that could also be mystical, maybe, because then there being like the obvious kind of technological kind of like flashy bits, and then the AI kind of point towards tech. But then maybe there could be like a history to it. There's also mystical, because I think I feel like originally like I think it being a Scarab too, but then it being a Scarab could also like just mean that it actually kind of takes inspiration from history, and it's actually history inspiring kind of modern / kind of futuristic kind of technology and stuff. So maybe someone who studied ancient kind of Egyptian mythology or something, who then decided to create a suit that can actually mimic the powers of the gods or whatever, you know, I don't know. But I think Cord Industries actually it is the one behind the Scarab in this too. But then the character they're going with is Jamie Reyes, so that is super cool. You know, and he has a family too. He has a family that he's fighting for, and he's looking after, and he's living with them, and he's probably trying to support them too. So having that kind of like a human from like a very, very human kind of world, and like a very, very normal kind of slightly more mundane background, who then has this power thrust upon them. And then of course there's vivid antagonists and villains who are actually kind of coming after him because they want the Scarab back and everything. I think Susan Sarandon at one point showed up, I'm pretty sure, as well. So I think that again, I think it's like a really nice blend of black and blue, and like the padding and the actual kind of, I think that might be an emblem on the front in the middle or something. I'm not sure, but yeah, it definitely works. I think he has wings too. I think he does have like an actual jetpack that propels him up, but then he has wings and everything too, so that's really cool. And the helmet and the eyes and everything, it just, oh god, it works. It works so much. It works. Yeah, like he just morphs his arms into one. Like I think he has like a blade blades on both arms, but then they actually morph into one giant like Final Fantasy level blade. Like that is just, yeah, that is. Yeah, and then I think there was like one line about Batman too. I think the dad called Batman like a fascist or something. Yeah, he called Batman a fascist. I think I'm pretty sure the dad called Batman a fascist. So yeah, I mean, I don't know how serious that line is meant to be, or like how much of a comedic line that line is meant to be. But you know, without a doubt, there are people, and there absolutely will be people who will very vocally detest that line and then refuse to watch this movie because of it, and just, you know, throw all sorts of buzzwords around and just do all sorts of shit before finally caving and watching the movie or something. But I don't know, that line again, I don't know how seriously you're meant to take it. I just, you know, it seems like a very, very kind of comedic kind of maybe slightly satirical take to me. But either way, people will be people. So yeah, but I am definitely gonna check out these comics. I love that they're doing these now. I think now that James Gunn is in charge, like all the new trailers, I feel like all the new trailers and all the new projects, I feel like are actually coming out with all these things to actually entice more people into getting the comics, and the tagline being "Read where it all began," so actually encouraging people to get more comics. I feel like especially it's been maybe like one of the more common deterrents for like people wanting to get into these adaptations, and then wanting to get into comic book kind of media as well. Like people like maybe have some idea where to start, or they have no idea where to start. But then even worse, it's like the actual history and the existing kind of source material is so expansive, and there's so much, like so many different iterations thanks to the multiverse alone. But then so many different writers involved who have their different takes, and so and as shown too, I think a lot of adaptations also kind of take inspiration from different pieces all at once to make the adaptation. So then you don't know exactly where to start, or like what kind of timeline is appropriate, or whatever. So I think actually having this at the end of the trailers, I feel like is the biggest help you can provide. Like actually giving people the option to actually to check out either series or to check out different stories that they actually kind of took inspiration from and took bits and pieces from. So actually having this at the end of the trailer, I feel like it's just a huge help. It's a huge help, and actually encourages people to actually go out and actually pick up more comics. I think you can either do it digitally online, or you can actually go to the comic book store and actually pick up these comics and just kind of keep that kind of industry alive. I think not that I think not that comics are really kind of dying out anytime soon, at least, but then still I think actually kind of supporting where these stories actually originally come from, and supporting the original creators and the original contributors and artists and everything is always like a really kind of good thing to do. So actually having this at the end is a huge help, and for me especially, like for me, I keep telling myself I'm gonna check out these comics every time a new trailer comes out. I'm like, I'm gonna check out these comics, I'm gonna go in, but then I end up not doing it and then going in blind, and then kind of start debating which way is the better way to do it. But yeah, I don't know. It just it's a huge help. So I will definitely be checking out all of these and more. So yeah, I think that may be it though. So yeah, I think again, I think it definitely feels like a feel good, family friendly kind of fun adventure with its own kind of spin of like mysticism and darkness and kind of more heavy hitting kind of stuff on the side too. So definitely feels like a movie that's going to surprise a lot of people, and it's actually going to be like a really kind of big box office kind of opener and everything. And again, like a big hit for Xolo himself as well, and hopefully he actually gets on to bigger and better things along with this, and maybe even actually continues to carve his path out as Jamie Reyes, and hopefully this isn't his only outing as the character or anything. But yeah, you know, it seems like a lot of fun, and I can't wait to see what they've got in store. So, but either way, yeah, that was my the trailer reaction for Blue Beetle. So thank you guys as always so much for being here, for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, then feel free to leave a like and comment on what you thought of the trailer, and what you're looking forward to in this movie, and any Blue Beetle kind of comics or versions of the character you've enjoyed, and how much you're looking forward to Jamie Reyes and Xolo Mariduena himself as well. And yeah, that is pretty much it. So until the next time, bye bye for now.